Welcome to Passion Travel. Join us as we explore fascinating destinations, uncover hidden gems, and embark on unforgettable journeys. Subscribe now and ignite your passion for travel. Papas fritas, crispy French fries, often served with alioli, garlic mayo, or bravas sauce. Papas fritas, or French fries, are a delicious and popular dish. Here's a simple recipe. Ingredients: potatoes, russet or any starchy variety. Vegetable oil, for frying. Salt, to taste. Optional, spices like paprika, garlic powder, or herbs for seasoning. Instructions. Preparation. Peel the potatoes, if desired, and rinse them under cold water to remove excess starch. Cut the potatoes into thin strips, about 1/4 to half an inch wide. You can also cut them thicker if you prefer steak fries. Frying. Heat the vegetable oil in a deep fryer or a large, heavy-bottomed pot to about 325 to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 165 to 175 degrees Celsius. Carefully add a handful of potato strips to the hot oil, ensuring not to overcrowd the pot. Fry the potatoes for about 4 to 5 minutes, or until they are light golden and slightly softened. They should not yet be crispy. Remove the partially cooked fries using a slotted spoon or spider skimmer, and place them on a paper towel-lined plate to drain excess oil. Repeat with the remaining potatoes. Final fry. Once all the potatoes have been pre-cooked, increase the temperature of the oil to about 375 degrees Fahrenheit, 190 degrees Celsius. Carefully add the pre-cooked potatoes back into the hot oil in batches, frying them until they are crispy and golden brown, about 2 to 3 minutes per batch. Again, remove the fries with a slotted spoon or skimmer and place them on fresh paper towels to drain excess oil. Seasoning. While the fries are still hot, sprinkle them generously with salt and any other seasonings you desire, such as paprika, garlic powder, or herbs. Toss them gently to coat evenly. Serving. Serve the papas fritas immediately while they are hot and crispy. They can be enjoyed plain or with condiments like ketchup, mayonnaise, or your favorite dipping sauce. Carne fiesta, spicy marinated pork served on skewers. Carne fiesta, particularly when referring to spicy marinated pork served on skewers, is a delightful dish often associated with Latin American or Mexican cuisine. Here's a simple recipe to make carne fiesta skewers. Ingredients: 1 to 1.5 pounds of pork tenderloin or pork shoulder, cut into 1-inch cubes. Wooden skewers, soaked in water for 30 minutes, to prevent burning. 3 cloves garlic, minced. 1 jalapeno pepper, finely chopped, seeds removed for less heat, if preferred. 1/4 cup fresh cilantro, chopped. 1 teaspoon ground cumin. 1 teaspoon smoked paprika. 1 teaspoon chili powder. 1/2 teaspoon dried oregano. Juice of 1 lime. 2 tablespoons olive oil. Salt and pepper, to taste. Instructions. Prepare the marinade. In a bowl, combine minced garlic, chopped jalapeno, cilantro, cumin, paprika, chili powder, oregano, lime juice, olive oil, salt, and pepper. Mix well to combine. Marinate the pork. Place the pork cubes in a large resealable plastic bag or a shallow dish. Pour the marinade over the pork, making sure all pieces are coated evenly. Seal the bag or cover the dish with plastic wrap. Refrigerate and marinate for at least 2 hours, or preferably overnight, to allow the flavors to meld. Skewer the pork. Preheat your grill or grill pan to medium-high heat. Thread the marinated pork cubes onto the soaked wooden skewers, distributing them evenly. Grill the skewers. Lightly oil the grill grates or grill pan to prevent sticking. Place the skewers on the preheated grill and cook for about 10 to 12 minutes, turning occasionally, until the pork is cooked through and nicely charred on the outside. Serve. Once cooked, remove the skewers from the grill and let them rest for a few minutes. Serve the carne fiesta skewers hot, garnished with additional fresh cilantro if desired. Optional, serve with lime wedges and a side of salsa or guacamole for dipping. Bocadillo de pescado, fish sandwich, typically made with fresh local catch. A bocadillo de pescado is a Spanish term that translates to a fish sandwich or fish roll. It's a popular dish, especially in coastal regions, known for its simplicity and delicious flavors. Here's how you can prepare a traditional bocadillo de pescado. Ingredients: white fish fillets, such as cod, haddock, or tilapia, about 4 fillets. For small sandwich rolls or baguettes. 1 lemon, cut into wedges. Half a cup all-purpose flour. Salt and pepper, to taste. Olive oil, for frying. Optional toppings: lettuce, sliced tomatoes, tartar sauce, mayonnaise, pickles. Instructions: prepare the fish. Rinse the fish fillets under cold water and pat them dry with paper towels. Season both sides of the fish fillets with salt and pepper. Coat the fish. Place the flour in a shallow dish. Dredge each fish fillet in the flour, shaking off any excess. Fry the fish. Heat a large skillet over medium-high heat and add enough olive oil to coat the bottom of the skillet. Carefully place the floured fish fillets into the hot oil. Cook for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side, or until the fish is golden brown and cooked through. The cooking time will depend on the thickness of the fillets. Assemble the bocadillos. While the fish is frying, slice the sandwich rolls or baguettes in half horizontally. Optionally, lightly toast the bread in a toaster or on the grill. Place a cooked fish fillet on the bottom half of each roll. Squeeze a wedge of lemon over each piece of fish for extra flavor. Add toppings, optional. Top the fish with lettuce, sliced tomatoes, tartar sauce, mayonnaise, or pickles according to your preference. Serve. Close the sandwiches with the top halves of the rolls. Serve the bocadillos de pescado immediately while they are still warm and crispy. Morcilla dulce, sweet blood sausage, a unique local delicacy. Morcilla dulce, also known as sweet morcilla, is a type of blood sausage that contrasts with the more common savory or spicy versions found in various cuisines. Here's a general idea of how you might prepare sweet morcilla. Ingredients: 1 pound of pork blood, available in specialty stores or from a butcher. 1/2 pound of pork fat, finely chopped. 1 cup of cooked rice. 1 onion, finely chopped. Half a cup of raisins. Half a cup of pine nuts, optional. 1/4 cup of brandy or sherry. 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. 1/2 teaspoon of ground cloves. Salt and pepper, to taste. Natural casings, if making sausage, or small ramekins, if making pudding. Instructions. Preparation. If using natural casings, prepare them according to package instructions. Rinse thoroughly with cold water. Cook the rice according to package instructions and let it cool. Cooking. In a large mixing bowl, combine the pork blood, pork fat, cooked rice, chopped onion, raisins, pine nuts, if using brandy or sherry, ground cinnamon, ground cloves, salt, and pepper. Mix well until all ingredients are evenly combined. Filling or molding. If making sausages, fill the prepared natural casings with the mixture, leaving a little space at each end for tying. Use a sausage stuffer or a funnel for easier filling. If making pudding-style morcilla, spoon the mixture into small ramekins or oven-safe dishes, filling them about 3/4 full. Cooking methods. Boiling. For sausage, bring a large pot of water to a gentle boil. Add the morcilla sausages and cook for about 30 to 40 minutes, or until firm and cooked through. Remove from water and let cool before slicing. Baking. For pudding, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 175 degrees Celsius. Place the ramekins or dishes with the morcilla mixture on a baking sheet and bake for about 45 to 60 minutes, or until set and firm. Serving. Let the morcilla cool slightly before serving. If making sausages, slice them into rounds. If making pudding, serve directly from the ramekins or unmold onto a serving platter. Sweet morcilla can be enjoyed warm or at room temperature. It pairs well with crusty bread, a salad, or as part of a tapas spread. Pollo en adobo, marinated and grilled chicken, full of flavor. Pollo en adobo, or chicken in adobo sauce, is a classic dish in Spanish and Latin American cuisine known for its rich, tangy, and slightly spicy flavors. Here's a recipe to make pollo en adobo. Ingredients: for bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs, or other chicken pieces of your choice. Half a cup white vinegar. 4 cloves garlic, minced. 1 onion, finely chopped. 1 teaspoon dried oregano. 1 teaspoon ground cumin. 1 teaspoon smoked paprika, or regular paprika. 1/2 teaspoon ground black pepper. 1/2 teaspoon salt, or to taste. 1/4 teaspoon ground cloves. 1/4 teaspoon ground cinnamon. 1/4 cup olive oil or vegetable oil. 1/2 cup chicken broth or water. Fresh cilantro or parsley, chopped, for garnish. Lime wedges, for serving. Instructions: marinate the chicken. In a large bowl or resealable plastic bag, combine the white vinegar, minced garlic, chopped onion, dried oregano, ground cumin, paprika, black pepper, salt, ground cloves, and ground cinnamon. Mix well to make the adobo marinade. Add the chicken thighs to the marinade, ensuring they are well coated. Marinate in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours, or overnight for best flavor. Cooking: heat the olive oil in a large skillet or frying pan over medium-high heat. Remove the chicken pieces from the marinade, reserve the marinade, and add them to the hot skillet, skin side down. Brown the chicken on both sides, about 3 to 4 minutes per side, until golden brown. Simmer in adobo sauce. Pour the reserved marinade over the chicken in the skillet. Add the chicken broth or water to the skillet. Stir gently to combine. Bring the mixture to a boil, then reduce the heat to low. Cover and simmer for 20 to 25 minutes, or until the chicken is cooked through and tender. Make sure the internal temperature of the chicken reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit, 75 degrees Celsius. Serve. Remove the chicken from the skillet and place it on a serving platter. Spoon some of the adobo sauce over the chicken. Garnish with chopped cilantro or parsley. Serve the pollo en adobo hot, accompanied by lime wedges for squeezing over the chicken. Langostinos a la plancha, grilled prawns, served simply with lemon. Langostinos a la plancha translates to grilled langostinos, which are large prawns or shrimp. Here's a simple and delicious recipe to prepare langostinos a la plancha. Ingredients: 1 pound of langostinos, large prawns or shrimp, cleaned and deveined. 2 to 3 cloves of garlic, minced. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Salt and pepper, to taste. Fresh parsley, chopped, for garnish. Lemon wedges, for serving. Instructions: prepare the langostinos. If using fresh langostinos, rinse them under cold water and pat them dry with paper towels. Leave the shells on for grilling to enhance flavor, or you can peel them if preferred. Marinate. In a bowl, combine the minced garlic, olive oil, lemon juice, salt, and pepper. Mix well. Add the langostinos to the bowl and toss to coat them evenly with the marinade. Let them marinate for about 15 to 30 minutes at room temperature. Grill. Preheat your grill or grill pan over medium-high heat. Place the langostinos on the grill and cook for about 2 to 3 minutes per side, or until they are opaque and slightly charred. Cooking time will depend on the size of the langostinos. Serve. Remove the grilled langostinos from the grill and transfer them to a serving platter. Sprinkle with chopped parsley for garnish. Serve hot with lemon wedges on the side for squeezing over the langostinos. Flan, caramel custard, a classic Spanish dessert. Flan is a classic dessert that originated in Spain and is popular throughout Latin America. It's a creamy, custard-like dessert with a caramel sauce. Here's a basic recipe to make flan. Ingredients: for the caramel: 1 cup granulated sugar. 1/4 cup water. For the custard, 4 large eggs. 1 can, 14 ounces, sweetened condensed milk. 1 can, 12 ounces, evaporated milk. 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. Instructions. Prepare the caramel. In a heavy-bottomed saucepan, combine the granulated sugar and water over medium heat. Stir until the sugar dissolves. Once the sugar has dissolved, stop stirring and let it boil. Swirl the pan occasionally to ensure even caramelization. Cook until the sugar syrup turns a deep amber color, which should take about 5 to 7 minutes. Immediately pour the caramel into a 9-inch round cake pan or individual ramekins, swirling to coat the bottom evenly. Be careful as the caramel will be very hot. Set aside to cool and harden. Make the custard. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit 175 degrees Celsius. In a large mixing bowl, whisk together the eggs, sweetened condensed milk, evaporated milk, and vanilla extract until smooth and well combined. Assemble and bake. Pour the custard mixture over the cooled caramel in the cake pan or ramekins. Place the filled cake pan or ramekins into a larger baking dish. Fill the larger dish with hot water until it reaches halfway up the sides of the cake pan or ramekins. This creates a water bath, bain-marie, to gently cook the custard. Carefully transfer the baking dish to the preheated oven and bake for about 45 to 50 minutes for a large flan, or 30 to 35 minutes for individual ramekins, or until the custard is set around the edges but still slightly jiggly in the center. Chill and serve. Remove the flan from the water bath and let it cool to room temperature. Once cooled, cover with plastic wrap and refrigerate for at least 4 hours, or preferably overnight, to allow the flavors to meld and the custard to fully set. Serve. To serve, run a knife around the edges of the flan to loosen it from the pan or ramekins. Place a serving plate over the top of the pan or ramekin and invert it carefully to release the flan onto the plate, allowing the caramel sauce to drizzle over the top. Slice and serve chilled. Helado, ice cream, perfect for cooling down on hot days. Helado is the Spanish word for ice cream, a beloved dessert enjoyed worldwide for its creamy texture and endless flavor possibilities. Here's a simple recipe for making homemade ice cream. Ingredients: 2 cups heavy cream, 1 cup whole milk, 3/4 cup granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, pinch of salt. Instructions. Prepare the ice cream base. In a mixing bowl, whisk together the heavy cream, whole milk, sugar, vanilla extract, and salt until the sugar has dissolved completely. Chill the mixture. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap and refrigerate the mixture for at least 2 hours, or overnight. Chilling the mixture helps to develop flavors and ensures a smoother texture when churned. Churn the ice cream. Pour the chilled mixture into an ice cream maker and churn according to the manufacturer's instructions. This typically takes about 20 to 30 minutes, or until the mixture reaches a soft serve consistency. Optional additions. If desired, you can add mix-ins such as chocolate chips, chopped nuts, cookie crumbles, or fruit during the last few minutes of churning. Freeze the ice cream. Transfer the churned ice cream into a freezer-safe container. Smooth the top with a spatula and cover with a lid or plastic wrap directly touching the surface of the ice cream to prevent ice crystals from forming. Serve. Allow the ice cream to harden in the freezer for at least 4 hours, or until firm. Scoop and serve your homemade helado plain, in cones, or alongside your favorite desserts.